Hi, welcome back. Last tutorial we talked on iframes and I give you guys a basic structure of how an iframe looks like. It has the source, the width, and the height. In this tutorial, we'll be working on HTML classes and IDs. So what are HTML classes and IDs? So an HTML ID is that unique element that represents an HTML tag. For example, let's say and by the way, we'll be working on our iframe um, page. So everything we'll be doing on this section, the classes section, and on the ID section is going to be um, on the iframe page that we created on the last tutorial. So I'll refresh, and then I'll write down an HTML block. So I'll say div, close that div, and my div, I'll give it a class called call div underscore one. I'll just say I'll just call it div underscore one. Anything, you can call it anything you want. And in div underscore one, I'll say give it a paragraph, with a paragraph that says first div. I will just copy then the next div. I'll give it another class called div. Let's call 2. I can also do this div2, must not be an underscore. It's a unique identifier that identifies this div. So here I'll do a span, and then I'll say second div. Alright. This div1 uniquely identifies this div and all of its elements. This div2 uniquely identifies this div and each of its elements that contains that's in the div. Alright. So let's say I want to style. Let me give an example of one of the uses of divs. So let's say I want to have a little style. Anything I'm writing here is just to show you guys concerning the styling of one of the advantages of classes and one of the uses of classes, not advantages, so one of the uses of classes and IDs. So we're still dealing with classes. Style, then div1, and then I'll say background color. Oh, I spelled today. Red. So watch what happens. This div1 its background color is going to be styled to red. When I refresh, realize div1 is red, but div2, nothing happens to div2. So if I want to style div2, I will start by selecting the class div underscore 2 and then giving a style of background color, background color blue, and then when I refresh, see blue. So it uniquely identifies its elements. So if I say div2 span, watch what happens. So in div1 paragraph, watch what happens. The whole div is still styled. Alright, how about us styling how about we style the paragraph in div2? So let's say div2 paragraph should have a color of red. Now refresh, notice what happens. The background is no longer red, but its text is now red. We could still, so that's what classes do. The same with IDs. IDs also uniquely identify a section or a div. So, and it's written as ID equals to whatever. So I can say div underscore 3, and then I can have an a tag, let's put slash this is an A tag, and then I refresh. I have this, and then for me to select the ID, I'll use a hash, then the name of the class of the ID, which is diff_3, and I will say background color should be red. When I refresh, you see diff3 is red. Alright. So IDs and classes uniquely identify sections or an element. I can also have an ID here. You can say h_1, and then when I come here, I can say h_1 and say color should be red. When I refresh, see what happens. Color changes to red. So I can also do a class instead, and I'll change this to selector, and it still remains the same. All right. Now an ID can have only one identifier, but a class can have multiple. So we can have class of heading _1, heading _2, heading _3, and so on. But we cannot have that. If we cannot do this here, it's wrong. So we cannot have multiples here, only one. An ID singly represents an element, an HTML element. The classes can have multiple representations. All right, that's all for this section. Bye.